With his appetite for conquest and knack for combat, the shark god Dakuanga was determined to vanquish all his rivals. Long ago, the ancestral gods of Fiji, known as Kala'uru, or simply Vu, settled on the Pacific archipelago, each establishing a village in a different area. Eventually, they metamorphosed into various forms. Dakuanga settled on resource-rich Vakandrove and transformed into a shark. But he was unsatisfied. He became proud and greedy and wanted to challenge every Vu, establish himself as the mightiest, and dominate all of Fiji's islands. In his quest for power, Dakuanga sped through the waters toward Rewa, where a quick and cunning eel-shaped Vu tried to stop him in the mouth of a river. Soon the two were tumbling through the water, locked in combat. The brawling Vu created towering waves, stretching the river further inshore and flooding nearby coastal communities. In the end, the eel was no match for Dakuanga's ferocity. After the fight, the Rewa River became the longest and widest in Fiji, which made nearby communities especially prone to flooding. But Dakuanga didn't care what damage he caused, so long as he remained undefeated. Dakuanga continued on his rampage, later vanquishing Masilada, the small, mischievous shark Vu that lived near Benga Island. Despite their rocky start, the two became friends. But one day, Masilada, perhaps growing tired of Dakuanga's proud, selfish ways and the chaos he'd caused across the archipelago, presented a challenge he knew Dakuanga couldn't resist. Masilada spoke about a fierce Vu called Roko Bakanideva, who guarded the outer island of Kandavu, and teased that until Dakuanga defeated them, he couldn't claim the title of strongest Vu. Before Masilada could even finish describing Roko Bakanideva, Dakuanga was jetting through the water in the direction of Kandavu. As he came close, Dakuanga saw a giant octopus hovering at the entrance to a reef. The octopus Vu Roko Bakanideva cared greatly for the people of Kandavu and asked Dakuanga politely to stay away and not intimidate the villagers. Dakuanga was only emboldened by the request. He showed his imposing teeth and lunged forward to attack. But Roko Bakanideva was prepared. With 4 tentacles, the octopus Vu remained rooted to a rock on the seafloor, and with the remaining 4, captured Dakuanga's body and flipped him over. In this position, his breathing slowed and his muscles relaxed. He was paralyzed and powerless, in a mysterious state called tonic immobility that some sharks assume when flipped over or when the sensitive pores of their snout are stimulated. Dakuanga was stuck upside down and struggling to breathe, and Roko Bakanideva's tentacles wrapped tighter and tighter around his body. Though still shocked, Dakuanga realized the battle was lost for the first time in his life. In exchange for Roko Bakanideva's mercy, he promised that he would change his ways. Instead of menacing the villagers and other Vu, he vowed to protect Fijian fishers from Kandavu and beyond. Pleased with the pact, Roko Bakanideva agreed and freed Dakuanga. He stayed true to his word, no longer bragging about dueling Vu, conquering coastlines, and taking tributes. Instead, he began finding satisfaction in guiding lost people back to their homes and warning local fishers of bad weather and sinister sea creatures. In return, some of Fiji's people would pay homage to Dakuanga by pouring a traditional drink, yankona, also known as kava, into the ocean. And upon returning safely from fishing trips with an abundance of catch, they'd throw fish heads back into the ocean for the sharks, gestures of mutual care to elicit luck and protection from Dakuanga himself. Fiji's relationship with the ocean extends far beyond its myths. Find out how Fiji is balancing the environmental needs of coral reefs with locals who need the reefs to survive with this video.